more shots.
Series.
All right, we're here for another episode of Sports Talk Unfiltered, man. We got a lot to talk about. This is the NBA show tonight. We're going to have a good time, man. So y'all hang out there with us. We're going to get into it. So y'all make sure y'all share. Y'all watching on YouTube, watching on Facebook, TV. Make sure you share everything to let everybody know that we're on. Let's get right into it, man. We got a lot to talk about, a lot of NBA stuff happening this weekend, and we'll try to get to all of it that we can. The first thing we want to talk about is that next Boston game, man. I'm telling you, that is going to be the series right there. And then Tatum ended that with a walk-off, spin around 360 layup. We're going to watch it. Then we'll come back and talk about it.
Clock at 2. Durant's got to put it up. Gets it off in time. Off the mark. No good. Horford the rebound. Celtics have a timeout. Decide not to use it here. Brown the drive. Jaylen Brown kicks it out. Smart fakes. Inside. Tatum spins. They wave it on.
Go ahead, smile, Elliot.
He can very well elevate here. Realizing he has the time, is patient, gets into the seams, delivers the on-point pass to Tatum, and he gets it off in the nick of time.
James Harden is not a liability.
And when you close
Okay,
there,
two birds.
it's easy to say, but you got to close under control. And Tatum finishes with 31 by mistake, saying waving it off. They were wanted to make sure that came before it was so close to the final buzzer.
A very effective.
Oh, man, that was it right there, man. That was a turnaround walk-off on that situation, man. I'm telling you, man. Listen, by watching that game, let me ask y'all a question. Are y'all encouraged or fearful about the Celtics' chance after game 1?
14 points better with him on
Not
the
at all.
court.
I say
Here's
the series is
here's
going
my
7
worry
games.
on this stuff.
Not
Let's
surprised
say the
game
Sixers get by
Celtics had a 4-leaf
Raptors.
clover, came out with it.
Against the Miami Heat. He's going to be faced.
Hey man,
Hey,
that wasn't luck.
Gabe
Elliot.
Howard, that won't love.
That wasn't luck, Elliot. That was a good play. It was a
That
good
was a good
play,
play.
but it was terrible defense by the best player in the world. Kevin Durant turned his back on Tatum and he started ball watching. You can't ball watch when you're playing, especially when you're guarding the star. And when Brown went to drive, KD just turned his head and he stood there and he never moved for 5 seconds. He never moved. And Tatum walked to the basket. Everybody on that possession played great defense except Kevin Durant. And you can't beat any team 4-on-5. It was not luck. Boston did exactly what they were supposed to do, but it was, however, bad defense by Kevin Durant.
Oh, man. All right, what do you say about that, Howard?
What he just said, but I go with that. It was bad defense, but what prompted that whole thing was that they probably thought Boston was going to call a timeout coming up the court, but we just went with the flow. That kind of stunned them. They was discombobulated then, really, because when Brown got the ball, your boy played decent defense on Brown. He cut him off from taking the baseline, but then when he cut back over and came through the middle, so he had to have some help on that, or Brown would have had a layup too. But when he saw Marcus Smart open, as y'all saw the two birds fly by when Marcus Smart pump fake. Saw the two birdies fly, and then like Tony said, Kevin Durant was standing.
He was spectating, bro.
He was.
Bruh, he had a ticket.
He was standing. He did. It was 3 seconds on defense on Kevin Durant right there.
It should have been.
But
Man.
I'm encouraged, man. I'm definitely encouraged because first and foremost, Boston got something to prove, man. We didn't have one of the best records the second half of the season for no reason at all. We come in at everybody in the East. We're going to win this series. Like I've told y'all, we're going to win the series.
Just one.
You say 7. You said 7. I said 6. Hey, it is what it is. I don't care if they win in 7, as long as they win it.
6 over. Well, no. Who you think gonna win, Elliot?
Brooklyn.
He said Celtics. He done lost his mind. Brooklyn. That's why he a Laker fan. That's why he a Laker fan, bitch. That's why he a Laker fan.
He just hates Celtics.
The Celtics cannot beat the Nets in 7 games.
You done lost. Listen. Before I'm gonna put this out there, man. I'm putting this out there.
What they do with it? They gave him a head start.
No, it ain't no gave nothing. Boston actually let Kyrie get them back in the game. Kyrie went off in the fourth quarter for them 18 points. They defense kind of went south. But other than that, nobody else was really doing anything. But I'm gonna say this, man. At the beginning of the season, I told y'all I'm a straight Celtic fan. They suck. Period. They were horrible. But then all of a sudden, Marcus Smart had his little whatever he had to say to him, which I applaud him for it. Defensive Player of the Year. I applaud him for it. So once they did that, man, and once they started playing basketball, Tony, you see the difference of them playing basketball now. They're sharing the basketball.
But I'm gonna need y'all to get it. I'm gonna need y'all to get Ime Udoka some credit for that. Those boys didn't want to play basketball the way he wanted to, and he was like, "Listen, man, just trust the system. If y'all move, you share Tatum. You don't have to take the ball every time you get it. When we move the ball, you're going to get it back." And he changed that up, and those boys started playing. I can't take that from him. The only concern I have is I don't know what they're gonna do with Embiid. Yeah, Horford used to give him problems. Horford ain't that dude no more. That he was that young dude that used to give him problems.
What do you mean, Embiid?
Tony, we don't got to play Embiid.
They're playing the Nets.
I've already given them the Nets series.
Ooh.
Yeah, I just so unless
one game.
No, dude, man, listen. So I feel like KD is gonna go off, but with KD going off, I don't think Kyrie's gonna do it, and it's gonna be the same thing, just in the reverse. Boston played good ball. They didn't shoot lights out. It ain't like they just had some awesome shooting game. No, they just played the game. They had their normal game. They played good defense. They held two of the best scorers, well, one of the two best scorers in the league, and held them down. I just don't see it being enough team ball over.
And listen, man, them
teams. It's a disadvantage.
What is a disadvantage?
It's a disadvantage for Boston as long as they scoring 115, 116, 117. Closer to 100, Boston got a shot. But
Boston got a shot at 115.
Have you been watching
New Jersey the Nets can score 130 all day long.
Yeah, Elliot, you're speaking like a Celtics hater right now.
The 115 is really shutting them down.
Yeah, the Celtics could win at 130.
They got to get closer to 100.
Be the same. No, they could win at 130.
They can't hold the Nets to 100.
Celtics could win at 130.
That's almost impossible.
That's the only way they're gonna win the series.
They could win at 130.
No, they can win the series at 115. I think they can do 120 and beat. If they get the teams that are playing team ball, they're showing themselves.
Yeah.
Right now, man, in these series, they're showing themselves. And I'm gonna tell you that coach. The Celtics coach, like Tone said, man, he ought to get some credit, man. He's doing a phenomenal job with those guys, man. So after the first game, I really can't really tell. I'm not encouraged or fearful because I feel like really Boston snuck away with that. And if New Jersey won, I would say they snuck away. But the only difference is Boston was at home.
But I would agree with you normally, but the Nets got a bad home record, dude. So it ain't like when they go home, that's some big advantage.
Right. All right, look, real quick, we're gonna talk about that. Look, man, up next, Kyrie Irving, man, he gave the fans the finger, man, in the game. So we're going to listen to a little bit of his comments. Look, I'm going to try to be a beat man if I can. If I miss it, y'all forgive me. Count it to my head and not to my heart. Let's listen to some of his comments. You're going to let a beat. Right? Don't be FCC. We can't afford no fines. Hey, look, don't you be right. We can't afford no fines. All right, let's go.
Clean up on is the things that we can control, like their offensive rebounding, limiting them to one shot, one possession. I feel like that's what really gave them some life towards the end of the game, was just getting those offensive rebounds and making some big plays. But being up 3 with 45 seconds is obviously not safe when you're in this building. So it's just part of being in the playoffs and being on the journey.
Yeah, 39. Can you take us through what all you had to navigate through and all you had to block out to be locked in and have the performance you had?
It's the playoffs, so there's a level of efficiency that you want to have throughout the possessions that you're able to play in a game like this. So I was just really zeroed in on what the mission was, what the goal was, and that was just to play our best basketball, weather the storm, deal with the ups and downs, know that they're going to make runs, we're going to make runs, and be able to respond. Come to timeouts, come out of timeouts with the execution mindset, have the same mentality, just rest at the end, not in the middle, and just live with the results. So.
God, this is a two-pointer. Hey, what was your vantage point on that last play where fourth with the fans? You kind of use that internally as something to fire you up.
Look, I mean, I'm just where I'm from. I'm used to all these antics and people being close nearby.
All right, get ready, Elliot.
It's nothing new when I come into this building, what it's going to be like, but it's the same energy they have for me, and I'm going to have the same energy for them. And it's not every fan. I don't want to.
All right, come on, Elliot, get ready.
Fan, but, when people start yelling pussy.
Nah, you missed it. Oh, we got fined 15. We got fined. $25. We can put that in the cuss shop for you, Elliot. You didn't even act like you wanted to say nothing. He didn't even act like he was gonna say beat. All right, so look,
like
man.
Kevin Durant, stationary.
Yeah. Oh, that's funny. Oh, all right. Check it out. Hey, man, should Kyrie handle the fans differently?
Nope.
No.
And I'm gonna tell you why. This is real talk, man. I understand. As a fan, I feel like I have a right to boo. All right? Boo, boo, yay for my team, boo for the other team.
Okay.
Once you start saying stuff about a person as an individual, especially something that if Kyrie was walking down the street and you was walking down the street, you wouldn't go up to Kyrie and say those things. But you got this, it's like that internet courage. You got this because Kyrie can't come and do nothing. I mean, nah, man, it's time out for fans, man, especially in areas like Philly and Boston and, you know what I'm saying, these big cities where the fans feel like they can say whatever they want to because their team got history. And I think they should be finding these fans and they should be banning them from games, man. If you want to come out here and act ignorant with other little kids and stuff around, nah, man, bye. Goodbye.
I agree. That's egregious, man. You don't do that, man. Like Tony said, you can boo the man. You can say he even suck. You can say that. But, the cussing and all of that stuff directed at that man, uncalled for, he did what he had to do. Hey.
And what was that? Give him the fingers? Is that what he had to do?
Mister.
Okay, then say that's what he had to do? Okay. All right. Go ahead, Elliot.
Hey, he gave them the energy that they gave him.
I mean, I agree with you 100%. I was just repeating you. That's
what it is.
Go ahead.
Yes,
you want to say something else? You want to keep going?
Nope.
Okay, all right. Go ahead.
Yeah, because get the beat ready for Elliot.
I disagree.
Beep.
Did he hit him?
Huh?
Did he hit him?
Did who hit who?
Him? Did the fan hit Kyrie?
No.
Did he throw anything at him?
He did not.
Hey, Elliot.
Huh?
Elliot.
Who was at work?
Kyrie was at work, right?
Kyrie was at work, yes.
That's his job, right?
That's his job.
And he's supposed to be a professional.
He is supposed to be a professional.
So that was unacceptable.
Okay,
the
Elliot.
fan was out of order. And I agree with Tony. Some things need to be done about fans acting out above and beyond. I mean, yeah, yay, boo. But when you get to acting like that, okay, things maybe you can ban a fan, but for the player,
Elliot, you about to get
throwing up bombs.
Elliot,
No,
you about
man,
to get the bomb.
How much he get paid?
Elliot, they ain't got nothing to do with how much you get. They ain't got nothing to do with it.
That's his job.
No, it don't. And respect his job then. If you on your job and somebody going at you like that, what you gonna do? You gonna say, "Oh, this is just my job," or you gonna do something about it? Or you gonna say something about it?
It's gonna be handled professionally. Now, like you said, if he caught Kyrie in a parking lot, that's a whole different situation.
We're not talking about the parking lot, Elliot.
We talking about his job.
I'm talking about at your job.
So he got to act accordingly. I got to act professional at my job.
Let me tell you.
Hey, look, Elliot, man, I kind of side with you, man. I kind of side with you a little bit on this. I can't go all the way with you.
Can't go all the way.
Not all the way with you, but come on, man. He ain't hit the man.
No, but check this out.
Listen, Kyrie ain't the only one that get that. Everybody that's good that go to Philly and then you gotta understand. Kyrie the one told Boston he wanted to stay, he wasn't gonna leave, and this my team, and then he jet. Kyrie the one that came and messed the little chemistry up. Boston was a good team, and then he leave. Kyrie is the one that went and put sage. He over there with incense
and go.
But if the cook retaliate, the cook getting fired.
Yep.
Not necessarily.
I'm just saying, if you retaliate with a verbal assault.
I just seen a video where a dude at Taco Bell
okay, you heard what you said though. Taco Bell. It's only 2 restaurants you won't get fired for cussing back: Taco Bell and Popeyes. There's the 2 restaurants. There's 2 restaurants you won't get fired.
Going anywhere.
But let you try that at Chick-fil-A. Or you go somewhere where somebody, you getting fired for retaliating. You got to deal with that. Come on, man. He got to.
But I will also say this: if the players never retaliate, there's never any repercussions for the fans. Like
yes, it is.
No.
LeBron do it all the time. He point to him, get him out of there. LeBron do it all the time. A girl was saying something to him on the sideline. He went to the referee. Gotta go. Get him out. And what did the referee do? They almost don't even ask the fan if they did anything. They kick him out. So Kyrie can say, "Look, you gotta go, buddy."
Oh wait. So he could have done something else. I'm saying I understand the man wanted to react.
He did what he wanted to do.
Because think about it.
There you go. He did what he wanted to do.
Right. Just think about it. Miles Bridges do a mouthpiece at somebody. You know what I'm saying? He didn't do that. You know what I mean? It's sometimes, man.
But listen, man, you can't retaliate. He was at work.
Listen. Y'all let yourselves get disrespected on your job.
Listen, we're not saying that you can't lose it. Ain't nobody saying you can't lose it. Everybody can lose it.
I'm just saying they disrespected him.
Listen, man, if Chris Rock didn't retaliate, don't nobody get to retaliate. Look, don't nobody. Listen, if he can be on his job and not retaliate, then don't nobody get to retaliate. All right, y'all, we gotta go. It was a joke. It was a G.I. Jane joke. Look, man, we can't listen, man. You can't retaliate, brother. I'm sorry. If Chris can't do it, where's your all right, let's go on, fellas. Let's get the call. Thank you. Keep that on hand, and we gonna need it again. Listen, man, Boston Celtics, man, Marcus Smart won the defensive player of the year, man. I was so happy for this guy, the way this went down. We're going to take a little quick look at it on what happened when they surprised him and they gave him the reward, and we'll come back and talk about it. Well, we was going to look at it.
about it all the time, and it's be you. You know, you play that D the way you're supposed to. You play with a chip on your shoulder and some heart. You know what I'm saying? So, but this ain't true though, man. This ain't true. You don't have to just have GP. You know what I'm saying? Because now, I want to be the first to let you know, the 2021-22, you know, Kia Defensive Player of the Award winner is y'all guy.
Yeah.
He gonna put the car.
That's what's
Hey,
up, man.
hey. That's the reason. That's the reason that they're gonna go to the Eastern Conference Finals right there. That's the reason that they're
That
gonna
dude,
go.
man. That dude, man. It's been some years. You know, you can look at people, and everybody don't hardly ever give it to a guard, defensive player of the year. You know, unless it was Kobe or, you know, I don't count Kobe as they're forward. They're forward. Him
We
and
talking about
LeBron
Pump,
forwards.
right?
But it's tough to give the defensive player of the year to a guard. To me, and from the NBA, it's been.
Do y'all think he should have won
Stupid.
Defensive Player of the Year?
Yes.
I was excited for him. I was excited for him. I really was.
It was between him and my man in Phoenix. That's just my take on it.
It
Between
really
them
wasn't.
two. If your boy,
it wasn't between him and anybody. That's the thing. Like, nobody else had like one of those defensive years. You know what I'm saying? Like the big man. Like, you didn't have a big man that's dominating rebounds. You know, you didn't have a big man that's dominating block shots over everybody else. They normally would give it to Rudy Gobert, but their defense went down. You know what I mean? And so it was nobody else to give it to. So if you take it like you do the MVP award, then a lot of times they do, it's the best player on the best team. Boston was one of the best defensive teams all year. I think they might have finished number 1 or number 2. I'm not sure.
Not all year, Tony.
You know, yeah, like you said in Phoenix, you couldn't give it to Draymond.
Bridges was the next man, I would say.
Yeah, Bridges.
Draymond missed too many games.
Yeah, Draymond missed too many games.
Yeah.
Utah lost too many games. You know what I'm saying? And Marcus Smart was there, so I think it was deserved.
Elliot, you got anything to say about that? I know you got a Celtics fan.
Look, your boy, he was the best defensive player. I won't say on the best team. He was part of the reason for the turnaround mid-season, and he deserved the award. But you know, he wasn't on the best team.
Where your thing at, Tony? Where your thing at, Tony?
The high teens all the way down to number 2.
Right.
So yeah, the defensive efficiency rating, which is, you know, points per 100, they turned it around, and so I give it to him. I give it to him.
And Howard, when you're wrong, you can still read what the messages. You don't have to not read it because it didn't work out for you. You can still read it. You can tell us that it says Phoenix was the number 1 defensive team.
It's Phoenix.
Okay, yeah, you didn't have to read it and then don't tell it to us. You can still he read it and don't say nothing. You can tell us it was Phoenix. All right, let's go on, fellas. Look, man, Kendrick Perkins said something, man, on First Take about KD. I want y'all opinion on this, man. Let's listen to it and then we'll get it.
Kevin Durant put up 23 points but went 9 of 24 from the floor. Rarely does KD have to point the finger at himself. KD, how is the Boston defense to manage?
Good job of forcing me away and then helping in the pain. I just got to be more fundamental in my moves. Just I feel like some shots went in and out for me today, but I still got to I played fast and turned the ball up. I mean, I just got to slow down and play my game. But they did a good job of making me see bodies.
Perk, you started to touch on it. Let's delve deeper. Was the Celtics defense just too physical for KD?
Mildly, Stephen.
Well,
I mean, somebody got to come to the defense of KD.
He didn't get punked. He missed a lot of shots.
Right.
He missed some of those shots were very good defense. He did get blocked. They were putting bodies on him, so he wasn't getting
most of those shots was good defense, Tony.
Yeah,
most
well,
of them, really.
a lot of them were good defense, but
he missed some open shots, yeah, but most of them shots was good defense.
He missed, but there's not really a good. So there were times when Marcus Smart was in him. There's no good defense that Marcus Smart could do on KD. Marcus Smart could jump with everything he got, and when KD stretches his arms out, it is nothing he can do to change the trajectory of the ball because he's just too big. What was happening was, like he said, he was rushing.
You mean he too tall? Don't say too
That's
big.
what I mean. Well, too tall. His arms too far up there. And he could touch his knees standing straight up.
That can still be technically big, though. Well,
Right.
Go ahead, Tom.
You know what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is, I will say that Boston played excellent defense.
Definition of tall and big, Bishop.
I will not. I will not rise to the occasion of saying he got punked. That's a lot. That's a lot.
You're right, Howard. All right, what do you think, Howard?
I just think he just. I think they played a heck of they played a great defense on him. Yeah, he missed some shots that he should have hit. You know, all of them do. That's no here nor there. He missed.
Oh my God, that's great. That was great.
I love you, bro. I love you, bro.
Yeah, I know you,
love you, bro.
He didn't have a great game.
Bishop, shut up, man. You're starting something, man.
First game of the series.
Hey man, no, nobody put that on me. You the one told that man you didn't need his permission. I ain't had nothing to do with that.
I said I love him though. That's my brother. I love him.
Stay tuned.
No, you don't.
Stay
tuned for what, E? What we stay tuned for?
For him about to drop 50.
Yeah.
Hey man, but look, let me tell you something. Man, the problem that they got
why you
is.
Think he would drop 50?
Oh, why
I
you
don't care as long as don't nobody else score.
We talking
I
about
don't care as long as nobody else don't drop. I
The
don't
problem is
care as long as nobody else don't do
They
it.
playing 2 or 3 on 5 for offense because they got at least 2 holes in the lineup on the offensive side of the ball on every possession, and they'll never be able to win like that. They'll never be able to win like that.
And in order for them to win, him and Kyrie got to both get 40.
And Curry got to get him 20.
Yeah, before they win.
Because what they did to him is, like you said, they were doubling. They fronted him and they sent somebody as soon as the ball. So it's an instant double. They stayed with Kyrie. If the ball went to anybody else, it was a self-check. Like, you know what I'm saying? They was open.
And who do you think have the most pressure to win this year? Who do you think? Doc Rivers?
That has.
I'm say Philadelphia.
Philadelphia, James Harden, you think he had the most pressure? KD?
Yeah, I think it's Philly.
Yeah, it's probably Philly. It's probably Philly. I was going to say Phoenix, though. The reason why I say Phoenix.
Or not Phoenix, but Chris Paul.
No, not even Chris Paul. I'm saying Phoenix because it's hard to go wide. I think the pressure's on.
They don't get it this year.
I think the pressure's always on the favorite. And if the favorite is Phoenix, and they're an overwhelming favorite, so the pressure's on them.
The favorite is Milwaukee.
I will go with you with Philly though. Right now, Doc coaching for his job. James Harden, it ain't really no pressure on him because people feel like he's fat now. So,
hey man, listen, man. What is wrong with James? Is he hurt, man, or is he just old, or he just lost a step, or what?
He's getting older. There's a little bit of both.
I mean, 34, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, spring chicken.
No.
You know, and he can't get past anybody anymore. So if his jumper not falling and they're not giving him them free throws, he ain't the same dude.
He's still looking for calls.
Ain't the same dude from Houston.
So do y'all think Philly going to the Eastern Conference Finals?
No.
I'm not going to rule it. I'm not going to say no. I don't believe they're going. Like, I don't feel like they're the favorite to go. But I'm not going to just dismiss them because, man, I'm not going to just dismiss them.
Who they play in the next round?
No. Miami. No.
Yeah, they would play Miami. Dude, man, listen. You can say what you want, man. Like we talking.
Playing against a better defensive. They're playing against a better defensive team.
I get it. I get it. I wouldn't make them the favorite, but I'm not going to just summarily dismiss them because they could. I mean, when you have who is possibly the best player in the league this year, you know what I'm saying, the most unstoppable force in the league this year, you have a chance. You know what I mean? And so I give them a chance.
Tony,
and I don't even give them a small chance. I give them probably about a 45% chance.
Tony. You know what they're going to do with him? This is what Miami's going to do with him. Adebayo's going to guard him. But then they're going to have Tucker on the back end ready to be there for him too. It's not going to be the same, brother. Their defense is just too much. Way better than Toronto. Way better.
I agree.
They're not going to see the same defense, man. And it's a different story. And Max and them.
That's crazy.
Well, they'll beat the Lakers. They'll beat the Lakers. They'll beat the Lakers before they beat Philly too. Oh, my fault.
Yeah, man, we almost got through a whole show without talking about them.
Yeah, no, I saw one of your topics up there. Don't put that up there, man.
That was from last week. I ain't even mean to put that on there. That was a hangover from last week. Look, man, we almost out. We got 10 minutes. Let's get it.
Utah not winning that game. Not good. Go ahead, Mavericks, without Luka. 76ers, I'm going to give y'all some credit. Y'all got the Toronto Raptors crying, listening to the officials, even the coaches crying for some calls. You won't get them. Matter of fact, you're getting swept. Don't even worry about getting no more calls. Take the broom out. It's sweeping time.
All right, here we got Timberwolves, Mavericks, 76ers. Look, man, what them Timberwolves gonna do, man? They taking them boys really. First of all, let me ask you this. If Utah don't win this series, are they breaking that up?
Yep.
They should.
Who should go?
Yes, indeed, sir.
Gobert or Mitchell?
If they know like I
Mitchell
know,
ain't going
they'll
nowhere.
trade Mitchell. Yep. If they know like I know, they'll trade Mitchell. And here's why. If they don't trade Mitchell, he leaving anyway when his time come up. So you might as well get something for him. You get that team.
I don't know. Dwayne Wade will talk him in the stand, man. He have more money than Utah.
You ever been to Utah?
I ain't got nothing to do with that part. He probably don't build around Gobert.
No, they still have a team. They still gonna have Conley. They still gonna have Jordan Clarkson, who's still always in the top under the bench.
Conley old, Tony, and he don't stay healthy, Tony. Conley old, and he don't stay healthy.
You don't think they could get another star for Donovan Mitchell?
You just said don't nobody want to go to Utah, so who gonna go there, Tony?
Somebody who's trying to get that bag. You get somebody who's that second tier dude who can get that bag.
You might as well keep Donovan Mitchell, man. Trade Donovan
Mitchell for Bane in Memphis. Get Bane and some draft picks, and now you got something you can work with.
Not gonna work.
Hey, I got the Timberwolves beating the Grizzlies, man.
Wow.
I don't know, Bishop.
I got
the Timberwolves beating them, man.
It's gonna be a good series, though.
I don't know, man.
Hey,
man. Memphis they get ready to turn it up though, for real.
Yeah.
They probably gonna win by 30. That awoke them. They was asleep when they played the other night.
Well, they better wake
that
up.
Young boy from Minnesota, that young boy. Whoo,
hey man, hey, please don't let the smooth taste fool you. His J's will go in there, bro. That don't happen that often. You know what I'm saying? But he is not a 38-point a game scorer.
This dude is young.
Mentality.
Yeah, I understand. You think he's gonna be a superstar in the league?
Yes.
If he get out of Minnesota.
Yes.
Okay, well maybe I'll go for that if he get out of Minnesota, because you got ain't too many people that.
Tony, you still can be a superstar in Minnesota.
But you got to be Kevin.
There was one. There was one.
Garnett.
Even KG had to leave.
He was a
right. He was the only one, probably.
Yep.
Yeah.
That did it. All right, fellas. Look, we gonna skip on down, Elliot. We are gonna get down to Tony's top 5, man. Let's get to it.
All right, so this one right here, this was very hard. I couldn't separate the top 5. I wanted to put Miami in there because they are the number 1 seed, but I've seen what Philly's doing. I've seen what Boston's doing. So I figured you could pick either one of these. One of them is going to be number 6. So I got Boston, Philly, and Miami tied for number 4. After seeing what Golden State did, it was very difficult for me not to put them at the number 2 or even the number 1 spot because I feel like they have all their players back and they have some ballers over there. But right now they're stuck at number 3. I still have the most confidence in the Bucks because I feel like their team is the most well-rounded. They have depth at every position. And they turn it on when they want to. And when they need to, they turn it on. And then you can't say anything negative about Phoenix. They done played without everybody on the team. Everybody done took turn with COVID or injury, and they just keep rolling. So Phoenix, my number 1 team.
Anybody got any disagreements on that?
Bishop, the guy to your right, can you mute him, please? He don't have no confidence.
To the left or right?
Can you put an X on his square? And we playing Hollywood Square, man.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, Elliot. I know which one he talking about. Well, I know what he talking about. You ain't gotta worry about it. Hey, Elliot. What's up, Elliot? Yeah, all right.
Look, this is unfiltered sports.
It is.
Talking about
It is.
We might have to start filtering you though, Elliot. I'm just.
He might play better defense next year, but not right now.
Yeah, but I say the whole of the lineup need to be Wiggins. Right I say you see what you can get for Wiggins.
Yeah, Wiggins can go.
A big part of them.
Yeah, but he can.
No,
go.
he was a big part of them because everybody else was out. He didn't have a choice but to be a big part of them. Now you consider a starting lineup with Curry, Poole, and Clay, and then if that boy come back in the middle. And they got Draymond, they still good, man.
I know one thing. Draymond has secured his slot.
Oh, Draymond here.
They was horrible. They was horrible. All right, fellas, it's 10 o'clock, man. We hit the time, man. Man, listen, we thank y'all guys for watching us. Another episode of Sports Talk Unfiltered. Be with us every Tuesday night.
Have a choice but to be a big part of them. Now you consider a starting lineup with Curry, Poole, and Clay, and then if